Hello and welcome to my channel, Boo Snakes and More. Today we're going to be talking about the X-Men. So let's dive in. Fox's X-Men movies were hit and miss, but it's hard to argue that the franchise's high points don't remain iconic long after the franchise ended. X2's opening scene featuring Nightcrawler is still impressive and holds up remarkably well, showcasing the character's aggressive actions and striking visual design. The practical effects used in Nightcrawler's opening sequel bring a grounded realism to the scene, highlighting the overuse of CGI in modern superhero movies. The core theme of X2 revolves around the challenges faced by the X-Men as humanity grows bolder in their fear and hatred, posing a tough task for the MCU in justifying mutant prosecution within an already superpowered world. Fox's X-Men franchise has incredible highs and disappointing lows, but the Marvel franchise's best opening scene still remains remarkable 21 years later. Why movies like Superman 1978 and Batman 1989 prove that the superhero genre was far from absent before X-Men's release in 2000. There's little doubt that the series paired with Sam Raimi's Superman movies and the Snipes-led Blade films to re-usher in the modern age of Marvel movies that would lead to the MCU's long-running tenure. It's no surprise that not everything from those early 2000s movies has held up, but one particular X-Men member's introduction is still a high point in the genre. Why X-Men is a fine movie and a major accomplishment given the lack of success for big-budget superhero movies. In the years immediately preceding it, X2 did everything bigger and better, crafting characters and a story that holds up much more efficiently decades later. Chief among the movie's accomplishments is its stirring opening scene, which sees franchise newcomer Kurt Wagner, aka Nightcrawler, Alan Cumming, fight his way past the Secret Service to threaten the president. While the scene is simple in concept, it's carried out beautifully and can still act as a mentor sequence for modern superhero projects. Why X2's Nightcrawler opening is still so impressive. X2 opens at the White House, where a mysterious figure sneaks in and begins fighting through the Secret Service to reach and threaten the president. The character Nightcrawler wasn't featured in X-Men, and his aggressive actions and striking visual design build mystery. Quickly sum up the current human-mutant relations and still holds up remarkably well in 2024. The reasons the scene is successful are many, but check out the sequence in its entirety below. X2's opening uses more practical effects than it has to, with blue skin, a devil-like tail, and the ability to teleport with a puff of smoke. Nightcrawler is a much more fantastical member of the X-Men than some of his peers. However, despite Nightcrawler's look and mutant ability, most of the scene, except the teleportation, is done with practical effects. A modern movie may have fully digitized Nightcrawler as he leaps between people and bounces off walls, but having Cumming actually perform the moves with the aid of practical stunt equipment leads a grounded realism to something otherwise quite over the top. Overuse of CGI is a common MCU and DC criticism, and a return to the basics could do both franchises some good. Nightcrawler's opening assault perfectly sets the narrative tone, the core of most X-Men stories and movies, and in Marvel Comics has always revolved around humanity's of mu- feat of mutants and the unwanted procrastination faced by the group to match the first X-Men is a silently more traditional good versus bad story. But the Nightcrawler opening feels the brilliant decision to frame the scene from the human perspective, making their fear seem all the more justified. It's later revealed that Nightcrawler is being mind controlled, but after single-handedly defeating the White House Secret Service, it makes sense why humanity is on edge. It's not only a superhero movie glitch, but an action movie glitch in general to make the larger side of any fight a bit incompetent to give the lone hero a chance. Why the perspective of good and bad is flipped in this particular scene, the entire sequence is all better for the Secret Service actually acting competent and communicating, yet still being easily defeated by Nightcrawler. Competent enemies who communicate and fight to the best of their ability make Nightcrawler look even scarier and the scene more effective overall. The core of X2 is the challenges the X-Men face as humanity gets bolder with their fear and hatred of them and starts resorting to more overt practical means to subdue and or kill them. It works incredibly well in the X-Men series as that franchise has mutants as the world's first and only superpowered individuals. However, the MCU has a tougher task of giving humanity a reason to fear and prosecute mutants. There are already hundreds of superpowered people in the MCU, and without a strong justification for humanity to hate mutants, but not characters like Hawk or Superman, the franchise loses its narrative hook. However, the ending of the Marvels may tease how the MCU will handle the mutant fear problem. Beast was shown in another reality, and it may be that the X-Men come from another timeline instead of all being born into the main MCU Earth 616. If so, it would make sense to defeat people from another reality if intrusions and multi-universes conquerors cause more harm. Whether it's this explanation or another, it's unlikely that humanity hating the X-Men for no peculiar reason will be a good enough explanation for the MCU's incoming heroes and villains.
Excuse me, sir. Are you lost?
Thank you for watching this video and peace out to the next one.